Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'm very happy to introduce you to episode 1 of this Let's Play XCOM 2. It's a game that was released today, so I've been playing a bit on it earlier. I was doing a little streaming, so if you are at all interested in seeing me stream as well, you can sometimes find me on twitch.tv/Mordred Viking. I'm probably going to try and start doing a more regular stream every Sunday. I haven't decided precisely what time. But if you follow the channel, you'll get a little notification of when I go live, so you'll see when that happens. I also want to continue my YouTube stuff, obviously, and part of that will be this Let's Play. So we are going to begin. I should just give a very quick note. This is going to be with all spoilers and stuff, so if you don't want to see the spoilers, then please do click through the cutscenes and things like that. Otherwise, the very beginning of it introduces you to quite a few things. I just wanted to put that disclaimer there because I know that for Access was quite careful about previews. This is not a preview, but about previews spoiling too much. So I want to make sure that because this is out so early that doesn't happen here. This first episode is probably going to be mostly the setup and the introduction cutscene. We may get one mission done as well. I don't know. It depends how we do for time. Okay, let's begin the game. So in the previous stream I just played I think 3 missions just so I understood how the game works. I didn't get squad wiped, but I came very close, so I rather hope that doesn't happen again. I will be playing the tutorial because I still need the practice, quite frankly. And here we are, the first cinematic. I'll be quiet during these.
Continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest PD firm. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gatecrasher.
60 seconds.
Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Advent forces are swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to. First things first. You need to get out of sight. Grab some cover near that low wall.
Copy that. Moving up.
And there you go, that is the introduction to the game, and it launches straight into the tutorial. I quite like how they kind of blend together like that. So you have the introduction cutscene with your two guys landing, and then you actually start controlling them. So this is the tutorial, so it is just telling me how to do things. It's like running around, getting into cover, plus a few little bits of information.
Position, but I'm exposed here.
It's better than nothing. But see if you can't find a safer position further out.
Looks like full cover ahead. Moving out.
Okay, so moving up on into heavy cover. This is turned on.
Stay close. Keep pace with Crasher 1.
So the moves just work in the same way as the original XCOM, or XCOM Enemy Within, not the original one. That's rather different.
Double time. They're holding position. We're gonna have to go through them. Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike.
Copy that.
Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set. We'll only get one shot at this.
In the shadows.
So one of the new, like, really cool changes that this has made over XCOM Enemy Within is concealment phase. Some missions have this, and this basically means that your squad starts out of sight. You are a resistance group in this. You are not like the XCOM soldiers you know and love from the previous games. So you are very much the resistance. Earth's invasion was completed. You are now fighting against them. So very often you have the more stealthy element. So you start in this concealment phase. You can see where enemies can see through the eyes, which appeared a moment there, but seem to have gone away, probably because of this is the tutorial.
Staying low.
But it's really good because it means you can kind of scout out the map, get a bearing of where the enemies are, stuff like that.
Don't get too close. They'll be spotted for sure and we'll lose our advantage.
And there you go, there's the eyes which show precisely where they can see. So if you run into that area, then you're going to get seen and combat will initiate. However, you stay outside of the sight zone, then it won't, and you can continue to move and prepare.
They may have the numbers, but we've got surprise on our side. Hopefully that's enough.
Remind me to thank the old man.
You and me both. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to take out those remaining soldiers.
I've got the trap on them. Permission to engage.
Do it.
And there you go, the exploding truck over here, off the screen, distracted them, so a bunch of the soldiers from inside here ran off, leaving us to do our thing. This is now telling us to shoot. That's done with precisely the same kind of hotkeys down here on the bottom. You can cycle between them, but I'm going to go for the first guy because I think that's the one they want me to shoot at. Boom. He did.
Crasher 1 is on the board.
But they're now aware of us, so this concealment phase has now ended, and concealment can be broken by any of these things is now outlining, of which obviously shooting at them is one of the major ones.
They can see you now. How about you all shoot first and celebrate later? No problem.
This means I can move anywhere, it doesn't really matter. There are some skills later on which will
But you're dangerously close right now. Be careful.
allow you to continue stealthing even if the rest of your group is spotted, so you can basically continue to have a scout, but these guys are all rookies, so we don't have that yet. So this is saying that we need to shoot that guy. Still got the same percentage system from before.
You're still keeping score, right?
Not going out that easy.
Bastards.
No, Crasher 2 is down. She's gone.
Damn it. You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
So that's how you want to play it. Okay.
Okay, so just like they just flanked us, we now flank them.
Nice work. Press the advantage before they get around you.
And by the way, that's totally set up. I could not move there, and they always do that move, so you always lose one person in this tutorial.
Let's see how you like this. They're closing in on me. They're on the move.
Who could have done that? That's a cool gun. I want one.
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Central, reporting in.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
Taking in the sights.
What the hell are these things?
They're us. At least there used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change. Let's move.
So you may recognize him because he's the
Transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side.
so he's Bradford. He's like the guy who gives you all the commands and stuff in the briefing room in XCOM Enemy Within. So he's basically stayed behind. He's still in the fight. This is 20 years on. Okay, so we need to move you to the car.
I'm on it. Keep your eyes peeled. Fire on anything that moves.
So one of the things in this is you can get enemy reinforcements coming in. They don't just appear on the map like they used to. They now have these flares, so you can have an idea of where they're going to arrive and prepare for it, which is quite a lot better because it's not quite so random anymore. So Overwatch, still the same old thing.
Is clear. We need to move on the package.
So Central needs to move over there. Off you go, Bradford. Yeah, such a cool gun. I really want one of those. Why can't my regular troops have them?
Menace 3, you're up.
Hold up. You should check that body for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point. Better move
See.
fast, though. I've heard rumors Advent rigs their stuff to self-destruct.
Instead of dropping weapon fragments like they did in previous games, they now drop modules for the guns, which you can use to upgrade them. So this is probably going to be a scope or a trigger or something like that, which improves the quality of your weaponry. There you go, it's a new scope, so this increases the aim of any weapons attached to. So you upgrade the weapons themselves rather than carrying those attachments in your inventory now. Much better change. So you're telling me to move there, okie dokie. And here come the reinforcements. They do get one move to get themselves into cover, but after that, I don't think they can shoot on that first move though.
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place.
And now we get the Overwatch.
Well
Good
done.
shooting.
Fall back to our position. Just go. I'll try to stall them here.
Okay, so Mr. Osai needs to go over here. And then fire at the officer or the trooper. I'm going to fire at the officer. Slightly higher odds. Missed.
What the?
I'm going for the door.
So this is going to introduce another of the new things in this game, and that is hacking. So getting into locked doors and stuff like that.
Right through the door's security protocols. They were never expecting anyone to get this close.
You need to hack it, and that's what this interface is for. So the way this works is you get like a guaranteed result. I think that's always the case, or maybe you sometimes have to choose between the three. In fact, no, it's not always a guaranteed. So you have to choose between the three depending on your hack skill. So obviously this is a very, very easy hack, so anyone could do it, even with a score of 5. Then you also get other options which have a percentage chance of success, and then if they fail, an effect. Both of these, if they fail, have no effect, so it's irrelevant. And then basically a die roll of 100 is rolled, so if you get below the tech score, well, no. I don't know exactly how that works because this is guaranteed regardless, so but the roll of 100 determines your percentage chance of getting these bonuses, so you have to pick between them. So if you had someone that was really good at hacking, you'd probably go for the harder one. I'm going to go for the easy. It doesn't matter if I don't reach it because I still get the door. There you go. It was a fairly high roll, but not enough. We still unlock the door though because that was guaranteed.
We're in.
Good. Let's go.
Okay.
Moving to secure the package.
Let's hope our intel was good.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Who could this possibly be?
Looks like there's an access panel attached. If you got me a better look, I might be able to...
You need to access this.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, so the guy that we've just rescued is unconscious, so one of the new things that you can do is carry unconscious people to the evac zone, so we are going to do that. We're going to pick him up with a animation that clearly didn't work.
Advent security grid just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move.
Alien turn. No! Light OSI. Oh well.
No! Central, Crasher 1 is down. You have to get out of there.
We need another exit. Now!
And this is what I call creative thinking.
Got it covered.
Creative. Very, very creative. Go on, throw it.
Fire in the hole.
Works for me.
Cannot shoot while carrying someone, but they can move
Almost there.
full distance.
Stay focused.
They're right behind us.
Way too close.
Ow.
Firebrand, this is Gatecrasher. We need an immediate evac. Get us out of here.
So this is one of the new things, you can create an evac zone. Not entirely sure why I can do this. Because there's no actual thing down here on the hotkeys thing, you have to press P to bring that up. Maybe it's an item you can carry later on or something, I'm not sure. Okay, let's
Keep
run.
moving.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Let's get you in the evac zone. Go on then.
We're coming home.
I have no idea what that was about. And here we are, back at base.
Carefully! There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago. We were still calling it a war back then. We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion. I've managed to identify the connection, preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
Doctor! No signal.
Pupillary response normal. Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told them it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander.
Aha! So it's you from the original games. Previous games.
Glad to see you're finally coming out of it. Don't envy the headache you must have, though. Still, can't fault Dr. Tygan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up. Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tygan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me. It's damn good to have you back, Commander.
Commander to the research labs.
And there we go. We're back. I think I'm going to leave it here for this episode. We'll actually start exploring the base and getting into the next couple of missions from there on. I really am kind of looking forward to this. I absolutely loved XCOM. I loved it. It was brilliant. So XCOM 2 looks just as good, and if any of the reviews or anything to go by, it's pretty well acclaimed right now. So I'm really excited to get stuck into this. I played quite a lot of XCOM. What was the previous? Enemy Within. No, Enemy Unknown. I played a little bit of Enemy Within, though not as much. Then I played quite a lot of XCOM Long War, which was the really good mod for it. Man, that thing was hard. It's one of the few things I've ever actually had to give up on because it was just too hard. Tried turning the difficulty down and everything, but nope. It handed me my arse every time. So if this is anything like that, then we might not do too well. But I think we'll be okay. And in fact, I mean, quite an interesting little tidbit actually is the story of this. So where XCOM basically lost and the aliens take over the world is because of these data and statistics that Firaxis collected from people playing XCOM Enemy Within. Basically everyone who ever played it lost on their very first play. So they said, well, wouldn't that be kind of an interesting way to introduce XCOM 2? So you've lost the war because you lost it in the previous game, and this is kind of you back for revenge. And that's where it'll go from there. So please do like and subscribe if you're as excited about this as I am, because I'm pretty excited. I'd be liking and subscribing the hell out of this. And if you have any tips or advice or anything you just want me to try or look at or whatever like that, I know this is a new game, so I'm sure you guys are as interested to see what is like buried within as I am. Please do let me know, and I will do my best to facilitate that. I'm going to jump into the next episode straight away, I think, just to give you a little heads up. So I'm going to get this one out, and then I'll get the episode after that out as well. And then there'll be a bit of a break until the next one, probably tomorrow. I'll see you then. Goodbye.